Did you see him? Jungkook, the golden magne who has always been known for his freestyle, eccentric, and full of charm, now appears with a performance that no one expected. In the heat of his recent visit to Vietnam, the public spotlight was not only on his charming smile or his fuller-looking body after completing his military service, but on something even more surprising and puzzling: the tattoos on his neck. Disappeared. Not once or twice did the camera capture the physical changes of idols after discharge from the military. But in Jungkook's case, this change raises more questions than it answers. Where did the symbols that used to be so attached to his identity go? Did he intentionally delete it? Is there something more personal going on in your life? Fans' cameras at Hanoi's Noi Bai International Airport not only captured Jungkook's warm smile as he greeted fans, but also captured physical details that can't be fooled. And that's where this puzzle begins. Some pictures circulated on social media showed that the previously inked part of Jungkook's right neck and behind his ear now looked clean. Similarly, the wrist, which was once decorated with symbols, numbers, and letters that held personal meaning, now it looks more natural, almost innocent. Some fans tried to brush it off by saying it was just a lighting trick. However, reports from local Vietnamese media that interviewed some of the security staff who accompanied Jungkook during the visit said that it was true. Jungkook looked different visually, cleaner, more classic. This change immediately shocked the fandom. Many soldiers are wondering, is Jungkook entering a new phase in his life? Is he trying to convey a message through this tattoo removal? Or is this all closely related to the terms of the South Korean conscription that he just completed with great discipline and honor? Conscription is indeed an important chapter in the life of every South Korean man, and Jungkook is no exception. He began his duties with zeal, full of responsibility, and without controversy. Unlike some rumors that used to surround other idols, Jungkook carries out his obligations calmly, covertly, and with maturity. According to reports from Yonhap News and Naver Entertainment, the training commanders praised Jungkook's work ethic and exemplary service in the military environment. No wonder he was considered a role model by the other young soldiers who served with him. But what does conscription have to do with Jungkook's tattoos? Tattoos have long been a symbol of self-expression for Jungkook. Every ink line on his body contained meaning: the debut date, the fandom name, the word ARMY on his knuckles, even the little symbols he referred to as reminders of his journey and personal growth. He once said in a 2022 interview with GQ Korea, "These tattoos are part of my life story that I will never forget." So it's only natural for fans to be surprised, even touched, when the ink trail now appears to be fading or even disappearing. Speculation is spreading. Some media outlets wrote that the tattoo removal most likely took place during the period of basic military training, during which strict rules regarding appearance were applied. South Korea is known to have conservative military rules, including about appearance and body symbols such as tattoos. In a report from the Korea Herald in 2023, it was stated that tattoos on visible parts of the body, neck, hands, face, should be covered during military duty because they are considered incompatible with the image of a neat and professional soldier. Although tattoos are not completely banned, many members of the military choose to remove some of them for convenience and social acceptance. But did Jungkook remove it for the sake of military rule alone? Or are there more personal and emotional reasons behind the decision? This visit to Vietnam is actually part of a cultural activity organized by the agency to bridge the relationship between fandom and post-enlistment artists. Jungkook was present as an honorary ambassador at an arts and culture event in Hanoi, which was also attended by diplomatic figures and fans from across Southeast Asia. When he went on stage, wearing a loose white shirt and beige pants, Jungkook's charm seemed unchanged. But beneath the shirt's open collar, it was clear the skin around his neck was now plain. No more the black lines or ink symbols of old. The question now is not just where the tattoo went, but why Jungkook chose to show this new side of himself in Vietnam. A place full of history, spirituality, and strong cultural traditions. Is it a symbol of the new beginning? A sign that he is now opening a new chapter of post-military? In a closed-door meet and greet session attended by only 30 selected fans, one of the participants revealed that Jungkook briefly spoke about his changes. "I just feel like right now I want to be lighter," she said with a smile. "It's not that I regret or forget, but sometimes change is necessary." That brief statement actually gave rise to such a deep meaning. Is it an identity transformation? Or a process of self-healing from a past that may have been full of stress and expectations? Until this video aired, Big Hit's side had not released an official statement regarding Jungkook's physical changes. But certainly, whatever personal decisions taken by the Golden Mean, the ARMY still provides full support. Loving comments flooded social media, tattoo or not, he remains our Jungkook. He doesn't need ink to leave a mark on our hearts. Change is beautiful, and we are proud of it. Jungkook's appearance in Vietnam this time is not just an ordinary visit. It carries more than a smile and a song. It carries a silent message of growth, transition, and the courage to start over. Perhaps his tattoos have now disappeared from the skin, but the stories they carry live on in memory, in songs, and in the love of his fans. However, despite all the media spotlight and public attention focused on his changed appearance, many are asking deeper questions. Is this a sign that Jungkook wants to give up the image of the golden-hearted bad boy that has been attached to him? Or does he want to show that behind the ink-filled body, there is a heart that continues to grow and change? The ARMY tattoo that used to be clearly imprinted on his knuckle is not only a tribute to the fans, but also a symbol of dedication, sacrifice, and love. There is also a tattoo of the letter J, which is believed to refer to the BTS members who all have the initials J: J-Hope, Jin, Jimin, Jungkook, and RM Kim Namjoon, who is often called June. Each ink line is part of the family, part of history, and part of the wounds and triumphs he experienced with BTS. Now, when some of the tattoos disappeared, some fans felt a strange sadness. Not because of the loss of the little pictures on Jungkook's body, but because it was as if they were missing part of that shared history. Others welcomed the change with enthusiasm. Maybe this is the way to start a new chapter. Jungkook's been through a lot. Maybe now he wants to feel light and free, the Philippine ARMY wrote. Similar sentiments emerged from the ARMY community in Japan and Indonesia, who even made a compilation video of before and after to show Jungkook's visual and emotional transformation from adolescence to the present. If it is true that Jungkook removed him during his military service, it means that he had thought about this for a long time and went through the process in silence, without needing to announce it to the world. However, some internal sources who did not want to be named stated that during his enlistment, Jungkook showed great maturity, and it seems that he was doing a deep self-reflection on his life and career. This is also reinforced by his recent post on Weverse, where Jungkook no longer often shares aesthetic self-portraits, but more reflective content. During his time in Vietnam, Jungkook was also seen visiting several historical places. In a schedule leaked to the Hanoi Times, he took time to visit Tran Quoc Pagoda and Hon Kim Lake, two places known as contemplative locations and full of spiritual tranquility. Was this visit part of his healing? Is this part of a personal spiritual journey that he wants to take away from the hustle and bustle of the entertainment industry? Now fans can only wait for Jungkook's next move. Will there be new music that reflects a more mature and reflective version of her? Is this the beginning of a new era? Perhaps a solo album that not only touches the ears, but also touches the soul? With Jungkook's unpredictable character, anything is possible. As the world continues to change and Jungkook grows with the times, we as fans learn one thing: not all change should be interpreted as loss. Sometimes, change is the highest form of courage. And Jungkook, with or without tattoos, is showing us all how to grow quietly, but vibrantly.